and government sectors also we are using the grid computing. So grid computing is a type of data management. Maintain the huge data management. Okay, I think everybody know. Okay, to store the huge amount of data means I think everybody know memory is more required. I think everybody know memory ranges: bit, byte, kilobyte, megabyte, gigabyte, terabyte, zettabyte, yottabyte, exabyte, plantobyte, geobyte. Yes or no? That is data management and computer infrastructure designed for the scientific research. Designed for the scientific research. That is about the grid computing. Then next, my dear students, next one is cloud computing. What is the next one? Now all of you understand? So different. So networks. Then it will connect to the server. Then here user what happen access information. Then it will connect to the different CPUs and users. Grid computing. Then next I will explain about the cloud computing. Then I will explain about the cloud computing. So what is cloud computing? The collection of heterogeneous systems sharing the various combinations of resources controlled by one software. Controlled by one software. My dear students, all of you listen. In the grid computing, I think user is required. User is required. If you want to remote any computer means, then what happened? User is required. In the location, must and should mandatory, what happened? User is required in the grid computing. But in the cloud computing, user is not required. User is not yet required. Okay. To software, what happened? Control the entire networking. Entire networking. So in the grid computing, that is the just differences between the grid computing, cloud computing. Both are equal, but in the grid computing, user is must. User work is must. Okay, but in the cloud computing, user is not required. Through one software, what happened? Control the entire system. Control the entire system. That is about the cloud computing. The collection of heterogeneous systems sharing the various combinations of resources controlled by one software. Controlled by one software. So actually, my dear students, companies that provides cloud service enable so user to store files and applications and remote sources and then access all the data via the internet. This means the user is not required to be a specific place to gain access to it, allowing the user to work remotely. So user is not required. User is not yet required. Okay. But in the grid computing, user is required. But cloud computing, user is not yet required. Understand? So for example, same thing, same diagram. Here I apply it. Cloud computing. So different. It is one cloud. Then here what happened? One software. What happened? It will control the. One software what happened? It automatically. Okay, na. So okay. The cloud computing, the software what happened? Control the entire system. That is the exact definition. A collection of heterogeneous system sharing the various combinations of resources controlled by one software. So number of systems are there, but what happened? Controlled by one software. Is about the cloud. The collection of heterogeneous systems sharing the various combinations of resources controlled by one software. That's what I told. So companies, for example, so that provide cloud services enable user to store files and application on remote servers remote servers, and then access all the data via the internet. All the data via the internet. But here user is not required. Through one software, what happened? Control. That is about the cloud. Now I will explain about the cloud computing types. Cloud computing types. All of you understand cloud computing? Now I will explain the types of cloud computing. Types of cloud computing. Types of cloud computing. Types of cloud computing. There are three types. Okay, that is SaaS. Second one is PaaS. Third one is SaaS. SaaS, PaaS, IaaS. Software as a service. SaaS means software as a service. PaaS means platform as a service. SaaS means infrastructure as a service. Infrastructure as a service. My dear students, software as a service. Software as a service means, so here what happens? So rentally you will take the one software. Suppose if you start any one organization, so we require one software. Then what happens? So rentally we take the software. One software is available over the internet. So rentally will take the software. So whatever software you require, that is 1 month or 2 months or 4 months or 1 year, whatever. Pay the amount, then what happens? So rentally will take the software. That is software as a service. Software as a service means, so rentally we take an software. Okay, that software what happens? Available in the internet. Available over the internet. Then next one is PaaS means platform as a service. Platform as a service. So rentally we take platform. We take a platform. Any operating system. What is operating system? So we are required for implementing any software in our organization means, then what happens? So rentally we take the platform. That means operating system. Okay. So rental take the operating system. So that platform what happen? Available over the internet. So rentally you take the platform. Platform is operating system. The next one is as infrastructure as a service. So infrastructure as a service means, so rentally you take an infrastructure. Okay, my dear students, that is anything. Okay, that is virtualization. So rentally you take in that virtualization. That is 1 month or 2 months or 1 year, whatever. That means everything is for rental purpose. So rentally you take in the software, or rentally you take in the platform. Platform is operating system. The rental you take in the infrastructure. Infrastructure means virtualization. Infrastructure as a service. Here you take in the infrastructure. At a time what happen? So rental you take in the infrastructure. Means virtualization. That is very, very easy about the types of cloud computing. So in this manner what happens? So we run our organization. Okay, now, up to complete our project. What happens? So rentally we take it. So software, operating system as well as virtualization. Okay, my dear students, these are the types of cloud computing. So these are the computing technology environment. Personal computing. So personal computing means single laptop or single mobile or printer or scanner. Then client server computing. So client server computing means, then what happens? So client send the request to server, the server send the response. Then next one is cluster computing. Here what happens? So cluster computing what happens? It's just work like it is also called as a parallel computing. It's having the multiple CPUs. Then utility computing. So beyond the limit. Okay, na? So if you want to add the number of labs or computers means, so that is called as a utility computing. Then next one is distributed computing. What is the next one? Distributed computing. So you can share the information from the one computer to another computer. So physically it is not even physically it's separate, but link it together through internet or networking. Then next one is grid computing. So the collection of homogeneous system sharing the various combinations of resources. But here user is required. So different locations are there. Okay, if you want perform work properly means, so in that location user is must. But in the cloud computing, the collection of heterogeneous systems sharing the various combinations of resources but controlled by a one software. Here user is not required. Through software can control the different clouds. Okay, different networks. Then next one is types of cloud computing. SaaS, PaaS, as software as a service, platform as a service, infrastructure as a service. So rentally, SaaS means, so rentally what happens, we take the software. Then rental will take the operating system. Here rental will take the virtualization. Rental will take the infrastructure. We take the entire infrastructure. So take it through rent. Okay, it is about the computing technology environment. Okay, my dear students, now I close this session. So in this session, if you have any doubt, please, okay, so contact me through my mobile number. I think everyone know my mobile number is 970-584-0995. Then contact me through my mail ID deepakkumar@gmail.com. So my dear students and friends, subscribe my videos and share it. Thank you.